We will use the port of Skagway, which we are approaching, as an example of how handicap accessible the ship is. This video will mainly be about the use of a walker aboard the Crystal Serenity. Let's start with walkers in the SAPPHIRE veranda suite category, which we have. Here's the walk-in closet, and you can see the walker does easily get into the closet. Likewise, there's plenty of space in this spacious 430 square foot cabin for the walker to move about. There will be a problem getting out of the onto the veranda from the living area. There's no problem getting out of the veranda door from the bedroom. Now there is a small step to get out onto the veranda. So let's see if someone can, using a walker, can get onto the balcony. As you can see, with knowledge on how to use a walker, it's extremely doable, provided you know how to go over 3-inch barriers, and it moves fairly smoothly. However, there is one challenge in the cabin, and it's the 6-inch step into the bathroom. The space on the side of the bed is just not wide enough for this entrance to the bathroom to get into it using the walker. One could argue that one does not even need to take the walker into the bathroom at all, because there's plenty of places to grab the sides of the wall and the sides of the sink to make it to the toilet. Now there is a seat in the shower with a handheld shower, or you of course could stand holding the walls and get a standing shower if you so prefer. And the toilet could benefit from additional handrails. These are the only two in the bathroom, but it really is adequate. Now the cruise ship built this little 3-inch step to get into the bathroom because, as previously shown, it's not necessary to have the walker inside. And as you see, it really does make it easy to climb up the 3-inch steps. So in summary, you can see in a SAPPHIRE veranda cabin, it's very easy to use a walker to get around this cabin. So this is my wife, Janice. Janice, what do you think about the use of a walker in the veranda SAPPHIRE cabin?
This has been quite manageable. I hadn't used a walker in the past, so this was my first time going on a cruise at all with a walker, and I was pleased that I could manage as well as I did.
So of course, the cabin is wheelchair accessible. The question is the rest of the ship compatible with walkers and wheelchairs? Let's find out. The good news is there's not one single step anywhere in the ship after one leaves the cabin. You can see the walker can easily get past luggage carts or cleaning carts. Certainly you won't be taking the stairways with a walker, but there are plenty of elevators to take. These are long elevators that allow one to turn around in them. Now we're on the 12th deck, and which is extremely handicap accessible. All of the doorways open automatically, so there is no challenge with a walker. And if there are ramps, there's a ramp, low sloping ramp. So the next question is, how does a walker fare at a buffet? How easy is it to use in a buffet? We're now proceeding to a table. Janice asks for and obtains an assistant to carry her plates with her. So getting arrangements, can't ask for more than this. So the assistant helps get the food for her. So here comes her breakfast, and here comes Janice. Now, if the chair will fit, they'll let it stay. Otherwise, they're going to fold it and take it away. But it's always available upon request. So that's where the walker is stored, very closely available, and you can see there are a lot of walkers on that ship. What was your opinion about the ease of using a walker at the breakfast buffet?
It was very, very easy to do. The servers who helped me at the buffet were excellent, and I had no issues with that. When it came to sitting at one of the small tables, they pulled the chairs out so they could park my walker, and then I was able to get in, and they slid me in, and it was just wonderful.
All in all, it's pretty easy to get around this ship with a walker, especially at the buffet. So next up is to explore how easy or difficult is it to get off the ship using a walker. So here we are at deck 4. Again, totally handicap accessible, no steps. So to get off the ship, it should be fairly simple, but there's plenty of help to get off the ship, as you can see. Well, this is a little bit of a challenge for a handicapped person, not getting off the ship where there's plenty of help, but getting into town here in Skagway. So, as far as the ship goes, there's no problem getting off of it. As far as getting into town, well, that's another story on this upward sloping ramp. Likewise, easy for full wheelchairs to get on and off with the system. This is the promenade deck, and the Crystal Serenity is one of the very few ships that has a all the way around promenade deck to walk on. Now let's look at a handicap accessible classic 323 square foot aquamarine suite cabin. This is suite 1065, a handicap aquamarine room. And there are no steps to get into the bathroom in this handicap room. It's not quite the fancy shower we have, but it is suitable with grab bars. Only a single sink. And this is the king-size bedroom portion. This side is probably too narrow for a walker. In summary, this classic aquamarine suite, 323 square feet, has adequate closet space, a no step-up bar surrounded bathroom. Let's look at cabin 11046, a so-called classic SAPPHIRE veranda suite, meaning it has not been remodeled from the original. The same, please watch your step, entrance to the bathroom from the bedroom. This cabin has a large jacuzzi tub with a closing door bathroom and a bidet. And behind the tub it has a small walk-in shower, not walker accessible in every place. This is not a handicap cabin. Now we're going to look at a 215 square foot cabin, and we'll also be examining whether this particular cabin is walker and handicap accessible. We're going to check out this room for suitability. Do you think this is a walker accessible room?
No, I do not.
The bottom line is, if you're handicapped on the Crystal Serenity, you're going to need a bigger cabin. Or a handicap